Have you ever heard the term decompression therapy or traction? So what exactly is that? I'm Dr. Gigi, and this is your 1% better tip of the day. Before I go into more detail into what exactly decompression therapy is, I do want to touch on some specific anatomical structures that take place in the therapy. So our spine is made up of separate bones called the vertebrae, and then in between of each vertebrae we have a disc, and that helps to absorb shock. And in between each of these joints that are made up of our vertebrae and disc, we have our nerves that exit the spinal cord and then go to wherever they are going, whether it's an organ, a muscle, or a tissue. So a lot of times throughout our day, we can have different macro or micro traumas that happen. Macro are things like falling or car accidents, big traumas. Micro traumas are actually those repetitive things that we do throughout our day, which sometimes we don't even think about, like looking on our phones all day or, slouching in our chairs. So those can cause pressure on these joint areas, which then can squeeze the disc because it's very soft and jelly-like. So it will squeeze and it will push onto the nerve as it's exiting, causing it to maybe get irritated or having pain like burning sensations or tingling and numbness, things like that. Or even sometimes if that's been long enough there, our body will even put bone down into those joints in there and will close up the area where the nerve is coming out, causing those sensations again down our leg and different things like that. So what exactly is decompression? So decompression is a table, kind of like this, but it has a pulley system where it actually is wrapped around your body, around your waist, and it allows for your spine to decompress slowly. So it pulls slowly on the joints depending where we're having the issue, and it will allow for the disc to reabsorb back into position instead of bulging onto the nerve. So it causes that negative pressure in the joint, and it absorbs back to help it heal. So that happens, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes with each therapy, and you do have to do more than one to start feeling the effects. But over time, that will allow for that bulging disc to come back in, or it will allow for that joint to open up if we have a lot of degeneration in that area, and it will allow to take pressure off of the nerve and also relieve you from those types of symptoms that I was talking about before. So if this sounds like something that you would like to try, or you've done a lot of things and it still hasn't helped with your symptoms, this could be the answer, and we'd love to help with you and show you more about what exactly decompression does.